Have you ever said something at work and immediately thought, well, that didn't come out the way I wanted? Like your words kind of floated out of your mouth, they gently deflated and just crash landed somewhere between, please like me, and I'm not sure I belong here. Yeah, I've been there. And here's the thing, a few simple phrases that feel polite or humble can actually undermine your leadership presence, and they can do it fast. Today, we're calling out three of the most common authority killing phrases that managers use and exactly what to say instead. Because your words matter, especially when everyone's looking to you for direction. Okay, let's get into it. Phrase number one, I'm just checking in. It seems harmless, right? But let's look a little closer. I'm just checking in. What's the just doing there? It's a softener. It's a minimizer. And when we lead with it, we shrink the importance of what we're about to say. It's like whispering when we need to be a little bit louder and a little bit clearer. Here's the reality. Just doesn't make you more approachable. It makes you sound unsure. So instead, maybe say something like, I wanted to follow up on this project, this task. Where are we? Or I'm checking in to make sure that you've got what you need to move forward. No fluff, no passive padding. It's just clarity and intent. And here's the kicker. You can be direct and warm. They're not opposites. It's not cold to skip the just. It's confident. Before we get into the second phrase, if you want a weekly tool that will help you lead with more clarity and less second guessing, grab this right here, the Manager's Weekly Focus Planner. It'll keep you out of reactive mode and in the driver's seat. You can grab it in the description. Okay, phrase number two. Does that make sense? This one is tricky. I say it all the time. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm saying it's not perfect. Because it sounds like you're being thoughtful. But here's what your team might hear instead. I'm not sure that I explained that well. Or I need you to validate that I'm making sense. Or I don't fully trust my own clarity. Instead of reinforcing your point, it opens the door to doubt, even if you were totally clear. So some better alternatives would be something like, what I've just said, is there anything unclear or that needs more detail before we move forward? Or what questions do you have about the next steps? Or even, how does that land on your end? You're still inviting feedback, but now you're anchoring the clarity, not outsourcing it. And here's a quick litmus test. If your tone is, please tell me I made sense, it's approval seeking. If your tone is more, let's make sure we're aligned, that's leadership. Big difference. If this is making sense, if it's hitting home, go ahead and subscribe. This channel, quick tips, real talk, videos every week. Okay, phrase number three. I think we should. We've all said it. Sometimes it feels like it's a safe way to float an idea. But in leadership, I think can become a shield that we hide behind. I think we should. I think this might work. I think you might need to. Over time, these hedges are going to chip away at your credibility. Not because your ideas are bad, but because you're tiptoeing around them. Instead, try something like, let's move forward with, or here's what I recommend, or based on what we know, our best next step is. You're not steamrolling people. You're showing leadership presence. And if you're still gathering input, say that directly. Here's my current take. I want your perspective before we decide. Clear, collaborative, and in charge. And let's be honest, authority isn't about being loud. It's not about pretending to be sure when you're not. It's about being grounded in your role, even when things feel messy. That's why we pay attention to these phrases, because the way we speak shapes how others experience our leadership. And when we stop shrinking, stop softening, or stop apologizing for just showing up with clarity, something shifts. People trust us faster. We stop over-explaining. Meetings get shorter, and we finally feel like we're leading. We're not managing impressions. And if that's the shift you're after, this right here, the Manager's Playbook, was built exactly for that. It's not a read it once kind of guide. It's your daily reference for tough talks, delegation, feedback, and authority building moves that actually work. So in the link or in the description, grab the link. I want us to ditch softeners. We can keep leading with empathy. We can be warm in how we deliver what we need. But we just need to make sure that we're clear and we're not undermining our own leadership voice. Okay, get your coffee. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.